everybody, welcome back to PadfootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are in American Truck Sim once again with our going racing series. We're NASCAR style, sorry, racing series. Actually, we're going to start racing trucks. No, we are here with our NASCAR style for American Truck Simulator. We are going to be going from Manchester, New Hampshire, from our home base, down to New Smyrna. That is where our next race is going to be. As far as you know, it is the second to last event of the season. I'm recording this way ahead of time to make sure it comes out on the very busy schedule that we have. But this is the second to last race, I believe. So it kind of comes down to this. We do have a lead right now in the points and hoping to keep it that way. You guys will notice that the truck is different. I have updated the game. Sorry, there's so much construction going on outside. You know, we'll actually head out of here and I'll start talking about what's up with all this. Let's get ready here. It is still a Kenworth 680 chassis, but we have the mid sleeper. The reason for that is because I have updated the game, and upon doing so, the Featherlite that we're pulling behind us is a mod. That mod has been updated, but there's a glitch happening with the full-size sleepers. And what's happening is, if you have a full-size sleeper behind it, whether it's Peterbilt, Volvo, Kenworth, all of our main trucks that we have, if it's full cab, when you turn, even like this, it'll jackknife. It'll snap the truck off to the side and actually cause trailer damage and quite a bit of truck damage as well, and then it locks itself there. So until further notice, we can't use the full-size truck. So we are going with the mid-cab. Nothing really going to change with that. It does look a little bit different from the outside, so that's going to take some adjusting. But other than that, it's still about the same chassis. I set up everything almost exactly the same in here, minus I did put a wooden cover steering wheel on here just to do something a little bit different. But we still got Pac-Man up there. We still got Ella. The sleeper is just so much smaller now. But you know, this truck will be with us until we do our time trials will be done. Hopefully by the time we get AI in here, which hopefully it's going to be in a couple weeks. I know I've been saying that all year, but hopefully in a couple weeks again, we will be able to just have AI and go on from there. The other major change, I do have a step mirror over there, just in case I try getting some more advanced parking going, as well as there's a paw print on the side now. That's our PadfootTD logo. Not just for the games, but also for my professional career as well. Let's double check every way. Okay, let's pull on out. It literally is actually the same exact body length, just smaller sleeper. And the other thing that kind of bothers me is that the stacks don't get any shorter, so they do look a little funny sticking out from there. But, you know, what are you going to do? But we've got a long haul down to New Smyrna. Usually I decide what I want us to talk about on our way down, but I've been so lost in thought the last couple of days just trying to get things ready for the school year that I've completely blanked. So we're going to make it up as we go, but we're going to get down here through 93, get onto the 95, and start our long haul down. So we're looking at least an hour right now, because every going at highway speed at least every 10 hours. Sorry, I'm too busy looking down out there to pay attention to the road. Every 10 hours in game is about a half an hour. So we're looking at least a full hour drive for this episode. So I know it's a long one, but I really wanted to get back into at least getting our K&N series car from place to place. Ooh, that's a new one. I'm hoping for that. I'm hoping get off the rumble strip. Freaking rubbernecking. So with that update, by the way, I did update the coast-to-coast map. So I'm expecting there to be some updates. We'll find out as we go. Hopefully Carlos is still there, our little horse outside Providence. We will find out. But there are also new roadside random instances. So there's that one. I saw a major pile up the other day with one of our other videos, so we'll keep an eye out for those, and we'll see if they're new or not. But yeah, on the American Truck Simulator front, trailer ownership's coming out, which is going to be fantastic. Really excited about that. What else is coming out, guys? Wood Industries, semi on its way. Since we got a long way to go, usually I go around just 65. We're going to go about 68 for now. Ooh, this is new. Oh, this is new. There's never used to be one here. I'm going to actually pop out. Let's see. Boston. Boston was here before, but there's a new route over there. Neat, okay. Giving you a heads up, this is going to happen a lot. You know, we drive this highway enough where I think we're going to know when there's new differences. I'm excited. I'm like all giddy for what we're going to see on this trip. It's also a really nice journey. It's going all the way down. I actually do not have us going to New Smyrna Beach. That's actually on the map, believe it or not. 2 reasons. My time trial is not until, today's Wednesday. I do my time trials on Thursday or Friday. So we wouldn't pull into the track yet. So we're actually going to go to Orlando. Plus, I couldn't find New Smyrna when I was actually customizing this mission. It wasn't showing up in the list. So we are going to just be going to Orlando, which means that we actually got a cool way station I think we're going to be going through. Thank you for going over. That's much appreciated. Ella's head is in the way. Like I said, though, we got a long trip. We're definitely going to have to sleep one of these times while we're coming down. That's okay. Whoever's having a good day, a good week, a good month, a good summer. By the time this comes out, it's going to be towards the end of the summer, and school will probably be back in session. So if you don't like school, I'm sorry. If you do like school, then welcome back. As a teacher, I'm split. I love when school's back in session. That means I get to work, and it gives me purpose. And that's how I feel about, working. But as being a college student only a couple years ago, I know the woes of going back. As well as I won't be able to sit down and do videos all day. Don't get me wrong, I had a very busy summer, but it was nice just to sit back and work on some videos and some content for you guys. Hold on, Pac-Man. So I was looking at things because I obviously have a pretty big catalog of videos all set. I was originally planning to do 1 a day. That's actually going to change. We might catch up to this guy, we might not. That might change. I know I said I'm not probably going to have a huge jerk. Okay. That's how people die. That's how people die. Is there... Oh, broken down car. That's new. Is there 55-mile-an-hour zone still here? Yes, it is. We'll just coast at this point. Yeah, I was originally planning to do 1 video a day during the school year, but there's still chances where I get a lot of content, so it's going to be a little mixed. There's going to be a little bit of 2 videos a day, a little bit of 1 video a day. Still not sure how I'm going to do the multiplayer with Danielle and how we're going to space that out, because we still want to continue to play to those games and eventually complete them. So back up to 65. Ella's body's in the way, so I can't see if there's anybody there. We got our cows. Alright, looks clear to me. Yep, there's Carlos. Hey, buddy. Good, as long as he's still there. I'm having a horrible neck pain. Again, you guys have heard that a lot, and I think it's probably from the chair. Probably not enough lumbar support, I would assume. But it's been messing with my neck recently. Slow down, buddy. Way too excited. I'm also trying to like crack my neck or something just to get it to fit comfortably here, but oh well. As I say, we have over 1,000 miles to go, so that tripometer is going to be spinning like crazy. What's nice is once we get out of the Northeast, it gets pretty flat as far as I remember. Yeah, let's talk about what's coming to American Truck Sim in the future. The trailer ownership. How are we going to approach this? Well, it depends what options they give us. And then once modding comes out. Whoa, there's a cattle trailer over there. What? I don't remember there being a cattle trailer in the game. Okay, well, it all depends on the trailer options. And their case in point, there's a trailer I've never seen before. But it depends on the options. Are they going to just give us straight box trailers? Now I've seen some video on it, and you can do some customization. You know, are we going to be able to use some of the mods, like a flatbed? This or that. So, sorry, I'm so sorry. Are they going to let us use our modded trailers that are in the game? Yada, yada, yada. So that's up for debate. I'm thinking for our long haul series, we will probably have a trailer. If not, continue with the flatbed services that we've been doing. But I think that'd be kind of cool to have that. For our short shipments for our owner-operator, definitely going to have a trailer for it. And of course, we'll be using the Featherlite trailers here. And if I can own one, that'd be even better. And so, I'm definitely excited for that. It's like the first time since like 18 Wheels of Steel that'll be coming through. So that's really cool. And super excited about it. As well, what else? What else have we been talking about? Hopefully that goes into beta soon. I'd love to be able to play around with that. We obviously have Oregon coming out in probably around December time. So I'm excited to see that as well. Especially with the wood industry coming through. That's going to be pretty cool. And we're going to spend a lot of time with that. That much I know. So, actually, I had a couple people ask me this. What's our plan once the seasons are over? Well, it depends if AI comes out. If AI comes out for iRacing, and I'm usually try to keep the game separate when I'm talking about them, but these kind of go hand in hand because we're driving Shell. Yeah, those updated too. They're not just like Texaco and Chevron anymore. I saw a Sunoco one the other day. Sunoco race fuel, that'd be cool. But I digress. It all depends if AI comes out. If AI does come out, we're going to spend a lot of the off-season doing a lot of practicing with the AI, so we won't be driving our truck around, because that's, you know, there's no reason for that. If it doesn't come out, and for most of the winter we are doing time trials still, I am so sorry. I guess I'm not getting enough sleep. I am not one to run in off-season. I will complete the season, depending on how far it goes into winter. But as soon as it starts snowing here, like if it snows in Thompson Speedway, which is, you know, a couple hours from here, and that's where they want us in the game, I'd probably just cut that season short and take my losses. Or just go to the warmer tracks, just to keep that level of realism, you know what I mean? But in the off-season, I do not do the K&N series or, you know, any short track series. What I do, though, is I do dirt track time trials. I am not good at it. I do use sprint cars. Not that great at it, never gotten a victory. Usually top 5 or 10s, depending on which division I'm running. So, you know, it's consistent. Don't think I've ever actually crashed a sprint car. So that's something that I can take as a victory. But last year I did sprint cars, well, Outlaws, I should say, as well as Indy. I did the Indy Oval Series. Now, I liked it. I had such lack of results, which is fine. You're not going to be best at every car you get into. Like, I'm still struggling with Super Late Model Series because I like what I like. But I had actually done so bad, and it was like consistently pretty much last. I was like, I can't get any more out of these cars, so I probably won't return. So I may or may not do that for time trial, but it all depends. If AI comes out, that's what I'm going to be focusing on. Practice just to get ready for the season next year. And because I plan on next year doing a complete season of K&N touring with this truck as well. Every week doing AI races and keeping a charter of names or numbers if I can, depending on how it's all set up. I'm just hoping we hear soon. I'm getting so anxious about it. I feel like it used to take us a lot quicker to get down to New York. I wonder if they rescaled everything. And if they did, that's not good for us because that means our recording's going to be off, which means it could be a lot longer than an hour. So everything kind of goes hand in hand. The owner-operator series will continue as well. But definitely the K&N truck, which we're driving right now, / the other version of it, will continue on. I've had actually a handful of people, actually a pretty good amount, ask where the modified videos have been. The modified truck for American Truck Simulator with that beautiful blue Kenworth 900. They're coming, and the reason why I say that is I like doing it. I love that truck. But sometimes the truck's too loud in my ear, and it's such a consistent sound that, you know, I'm iffy on if I want to do it. And plus, I really like this body style. I love that truck. It is beautiful. But something just feels more official for me going from the tracks all the time to this truck. That's kind of like, ooh, I kind of just want to stick with this series. So they'll probably make a return. I just know when AI comes out, I'm definitely doing the Touring K&N, and I'm thinking about doing the Touring Modified, but I don't know if I'm going to film it. But I think I'm definitely going to do a weekly modified race at probably Stafford. That'd be my home track. And actually, I don't know if there's going to be like a difficulty setting or this or that. Probably put the difficulty setting for that, for the home series, at full. Now, probably when we do the K&N series, I'll probably put it at full too, just for that realism experience to see how good or bad we actually are. And we'll adjust it from there. But I think that's the steps that I want to take. But of course, with lumber coming out and trailer ownership, I'm going to want to do a lot more freelance work. So I don't know if I'll have time for 2 of these kind of truck videos. All right, so we're just past New York. I think before this was just textured. I don't think there was, you can see the grass on the side. So I think that's new. Like I said, I'm looking for little differences as we head down the coast here. Also, I don't know if you checked the tripometer before we left. Or odometer, I should say. It's not tripometer. It was at like 40 miles, which I don't even remember putting that many miles on it. So everything's fresh with this truck, which bums me out because we had so many miles going on our big one. Hey, I'm going to continue to do tests. Once I know it can work, we're hopping right back into it. It's interesting. I was looking at the channel the other day. So we're up to 26 subscribers, which I thank every single one of you, if you happen to be watching this. If you're not, just supporting. And if you're supporting, I appreciate that too. But I was looking through the other day, and we're almost up to 300 videos out here already. And we haven't even been doing this a year. And I think with like not even a half a year yet with 25 subscribers, that's a good growth in my personal opinion. 26 subscribers, sorry. Train Sim seems to be the big one on our channel, as well as the Graham videos, so you'll be seeing more of those, I promise. But I was looking back at some of our old videos, and we used to do videos of going down to the track and then back from the track. The back from a track only lasted for so long. I love doing it, but then it just starts getting the same kind of stuff, because this is what you see. This is the highway that you see. The highway's not 100% detailed yet. I wonder if that was a convoy. Like a mini convoy going, not the same exact truck, but same exact trailer. Just went by on the left side. So, that's why I changed to just one video. Yeah, I definitely feel like this part of the drive has been longer. I don't know, it could be just in my head, don't get me wrong, but you never know. Flatbed of wood over there. It's the in-game flatbed, not our mod. I don't think the mod will actually spawn in traffic. Of course, I say that, and I never thought the Featherlite wouldn't once we've actually seen our trailer go by, so really, I know it's random. You know what? 6.7 miles per gallon. That's not bad. Of course, we're on cruise control at 68 miles an hour right now. And we're about to hit this hill, so it's about to drop anyways. Let's see, what else is new? Hoping around Christmas time there's like a good Black Friday sale, etc. I'm looking at the possibility of getting a new wheel. I love the Thrustmaster that I have, but if I'm going to continue to do iRacing and I really want to kind of take it to the next level, I think I'm going to have to. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to have to just upgrade to a bigger wheel, because this is just, it feels so tiny. I just want a fuller wheel in my hand, which would be great for here. And if I did update, I would get a clutch pedal, and then I'd get a shifter. Now I know this is automatic transmission in here, but we can always imagine. Texaco going by. Off into the plains again. I knew things wouldn't be completely updated yet with this map. I knew it would be small, piece here and there. I like at least driving through trees. You know, here, there is no place in New England, even just past, where we pass Providence. There's no place that's going to be this barren up here. We've got mountains galore, trees galore, little towns. We're about to enter Delaware, is that it? Yes. Well, if we were going to Dover, we'd be here. I love Dover, Delaware. I've been going there since I was a kid. That's hence why. We go there every year for the fall Dover race, and turn it into just such an experience. And we don't go that far from the track area, especially now that we RV, because we don't have a tow behind, so we have to walk everywhere. I know the atmosphere. I like it a lot. But of course, that's kind of like the same with any tourist kind of destination. All right, coming through Maryland now. Yeah. Which means the next big city we should see on our right would be Baltimore. It's interesting. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day about the future of American Truck Sim. We were really talking about where else could the game go? How can we make it more realistic? Well, we were talking about, you know, the possibility of a new truck series, new truck actually come into the game. And the reason why I actually turned against that is because I feel that the modding community, no, the Kenworth, nice. The modding community has taken care of that. Literally, almost every truck you could possibly think of is available out there through mods. So I don't think, as CSS, I don't think I would spend the money for the rights to be able to, you know, publicate the game, or the time to develop it if it was free. I don't know if I would take that time. The modding community's already got that taken care of, and that's one thing that's off their back. Definitely continue with the states. Continue to make yourself eastward. I really look forward to hopefully eventually having a complete map that's actually by them. Like, I love this mod. I love that I can go from one side of the state to the country to the other. But something through them with full support, etc., would be amazing, I think. That car just jumped in front of us. It must be the scenery loading in the background. Coming up on Baltimore now. More trucks, more kind of stuff like that. One thing I would love to see, and I'm surprised nobody's made a mod for it, or if somebody has, somebody please tell me. I would love, you know, like modular homes, like trailers from trailer parks or whatever. I've always wanted to pull something like that in any trucking game, since I'm playing them for many, many a year. I would love to do that. Oh, weird. We go through Baltimore now. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember going through Baltimore. I always thought we went on the outskirt, but well, I'm learning something, I guess. But I think that would be a neat addition. What else could be cool? The ownership, I think, is doing great. You got your own company. That's okay. Being able to buy your own depot might be kind of cool. Kind of. I'm going to put big kind of on there. Or what else would be cool? What do you think, Ella? Oh, by the way, for those of you who may not know yet, Ella the service dog, who's my ears, for those of you who may be brand new to the channel, she ended up breaking a toe on her left rear foot while playing fetch while on vacation, so she has a cast from the tip of her toes almost up to her thigh. So she's needs to be carried a little bit during the healing process, but she's doing okay. I think she's doing okay. We've got a checkup tomorrow, so we'll find out. But what do you think, Ella? Do you think maybe different loads? I don't know. They were great about bringing on the heavy loads, and yet again, then the modding community takes care of the rest. So the quarry, I had seen somebody, I don't know if it was a mod or not, that was really cool. Seeing somebody come out of a quarry with a truck. I don't know. But I would love to hear what you guys have to say, what you guys think, because I know as soon as I read some of the comments, I'm just going to go, oh yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Man, now it's got me really thinking, what can we change? I know I love the States. I wish they'd come out a little bit faster, but I like the detail that's going to be going into them. Seasons would be cool. I'm going to be honest, if we're going to pick something drastic, if I'm going to be going up north to Seattle, I expect it to snow. Of course, have the ability to switch that on or off, I think would be great too, but excuse me. I think these are all great things to start looking at. Virginia, welcome. Definitely got some more mountains through here. That looks great. Nope, not going to head towards Washington. So don't need to worry about that. Ooh, big bump. Holy crap. Maybe different breakdowns, maybe maintenance of your truck instead of just, yet again, I think you should have the full ability to turn this off, but like, hey, every handful of miles, let's get an oil change. Tires need tread, this and that. And I don't want them just to copy out of like, oh, buy new tires? Actually have like a wearing system. I know that takes a lot of thought and a lot of process, but just calculate a certain amount of miles that can go on those tires. Same thing with oil, and have maybe a couple things break. Yet again, have the ability to turn it all off. We've already had conversations about, would love to see the weigh stations, and maybe when you grab product, maybe you can eventually like overweigh yourself or something, so that when you go through a weigh station, you may not get through, or they pull you over to look. If you could do this hand in hand, where you could adjust the amount of weight that you take so that you'd be over intentionally to test it, to try to get more money, as well as keeping maintenance up on your truck. Put them all together so that when you go to a weigh station, if you're overweight, yada yada, or they can pull you aside and do a safety inspection, where they'll end up going through every single piece of your truck, and then, oh, well, you should have had this done, or you don't have enough grip, and you work from there. Pay extra, have to stay the night for a crew to show up with the new parts that you're gonna need. I know, these are all little things that I was just thinking about recently. I think that might be kind of cool. Yet again, I don't stay up, I'm not on any forums or anything like that, or any discords or whatever. So it's probably, hey, there goes the Sunoco one. Probably other people talking about it already, so I'm not taking credit for any of that at all. Just my thoughts as we drive down the road. It's a nice drive, though. It's been a good drive. I really wish I had a track IR, personally, so that we could look around maybe a little bit more, so you're not just staring at the same screen the whole time. And I don't want to just be like, look over here. Wow. Look over there. Wow. Wow. Sorry. Oh, man. Itchy eye all of a sudden. Not good when you're trying to drive something this long. There we go. And seeing stars. Fantastic. It's funny, I always plan on break to break, so I would almost love to hear, I know it seems like it's forever and a half away, but I would love to hear. Anybody got, Sunoco again, anybody got any plans for winter break? I think this is the first time for a little while that I haven't had any plans for near December, and if you're just if you're just working, I do apologize that you don't get a break. You should hopefully at least get Christmas off. If not, if you work in a field like mine, but in the non-educational section, I do apologize, because I know that you're going to be out there working. Man, I wish I had brought a drink up with me. I think when we stop at the truck stop, I'm probably going to get a drink, so. How much longer are we going to be able to make it before we go to sleep? We got 14 hours for our destination. Oops. 5 hours before we go to sleep. Well, I wish I had looked at the GPS beforehand. Let's see. Actually, let's bring that up again. Is there a truck stop nearby at all? No, because I would like look at a map there. Okay, we're gonna have to cheat really quick. We're gonna hop out, look at the map. Let's see. There. Or get off the highway. Do you think? 5 more hours. Do you think we can get down to the bottom of Georgia? You know, it's worth a shot. If not, if I really don't think we will, we'll get off in like Columbia or Fayetteville. So this is where we're going to shoot for. Hopefully I can make it before I need a drink. That would actually be a nice improvement. I know we don't have major maps like that in the detailed states that are already out, but I would like to, hey, you know, there's 14 hours left for your journey, but when you put this waypoint, this is how long it is to that waypoint. That would be a beautiful, beautiful feature, because that would help us there. Can we make it in time? Dude, you shouldn't be in the left lane. I am, because I'm going to come cruising on by you. Bye-bye. Everything looks so nice here. At least, see, with trees, I like this a little bit more. Here we are. Happier in this lane than I am on the left lane. Interesting. I've been driving iRacing so much recently, just doing a lot of practice in the modified series, that I just want to go fast, but with cruise control I don't even have my feet near the pedals, so... Oh, poor Pac-Man, I know. I'm trying to get my neck situated. I love it. That's how I can tell how bad I'm driving. It's how much Pac-Man's just dancing. How much I overcorrect or overbrake or whatever. Coming up on sunset soon. Realize we haven't got a screenshot yet. I don't know, maybe one... Your dusk. Those are always the best time to take screenshots. Dusk or dawn. I don't know, maybe through here. Why not? Let's hop out and see if we can get a good screenshot. Alright, we're back. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that one or not. See, it's interesting. When we do the maps that are the states that are already in the game, in a DLC or not, there's just so much more going on, so many better spots where I think I can get a photo. When we're out here on the road, it's just highway shots. Like, what else am I going to do? Like our first Greyhound video, we have that super highway interchange that goes on and we were going underneath it. That's a great photo. Pops up on my desktop all the time. Alright, fingers crossed, we're going to make it. Make it to the next rest stop. We will see. Keep it up at that 74 miles an hour, 73 I think. Hey, Featherlite. Got a CSX container up here. It's funny, every time I see this I just want to go and do more train, but I think all the missions we have now are almost an hour, so I just gotta make sure I have time to do it. South Carolina. North Carolina. What am I thinking? Okay, now we're just gonna get through North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. Yeah. All in what? 5 hours? 4 hours. Can we do it? Probably not. Just gonna have to keep that up and see how close we can get. Like I said, if I don't think we're gonna make it, or we start yawning, we'll just pull over in one of those towns. And it's a little out of our way. I'm trying to stretch this as much as I can before we get a rest. Also, I could use a drink, so I should have stopped there and gotten a drink. Oh boy, it's all part of trucking. I don't know, it's convenient. There we go, straighten that back out. Getting like tunnel vision, just staring at the same thing, just because I was too focused on the road. It's dangerous. There's Walmart, little trailer, RV. definitely saying the mods that you can get for this game are just astronomically amazing. I've seen Jeff Fabiano do a couple showcases on some random stuff that you can get in the game. Still really neat. I don't know if I would ever mod to bring like a regular vehicle in, because I like the point A to B for cargo wise, but meh, you never know. Ooh, I like this. There should be more of this in the game. Different leveled highways. I like that. Also, there's no rumble strip created there. It's over more, but okay. Might be able to hear the husky barking in the background. That's not a shocker, right? Not now, but if you've been with the channel at least for a little while. Let's see, I had a thought I was going to go somewhere. I do not personally remember. Oh, yeah, one of the new games that I'm thinking about bringing to the channel, but I've got to kind of weigh options here, is I want to bring Ship Simulator to the channel, because I love Ship Simulator. I love cruising, so instantly I'm brought to that. But I am not a fan of Ship Simulator Extremes, I think. That was the newest one that they did. Still quite a few years old, don't get me wrong, but I was just so disappointed in it that I went back to the original. There's a lot of detail in it, don't get me wrong. A lot of neat things that we could probably get out of it, and we probably will still try eventually, but it just did not live up to my expectations. You know, because they were like, we're going to redesign this and do this, and I'm like, yeah, and then kind of fell flat on content. Well, also, in the older version, I think it was 2008, and so that's technically their second game. 2008, they had, you know, cruise ships, container ships, all kinds of stuff that you could want. But you could also just free roam and go from map, quote unquote, map to map. So oceans and different harbors and stuff like that. And I would love that because I would do cruising. I would do cruising from New York down to the Bahamas and all that fun stuff. But with this new one, as soon as you exited an environment, you were to the main menu. Break. What do we got up here? 2-car incident. Got some damage though. Not as bad as what we saw the other day. Alright, let's get on over here. Slow down our momentum a bit, but that's okay. We're just gonna be okay from that crash though. But yeah, it just fell flat, and I like some of the DLC that they had for it. Like they had a brand new cruise ship and ferries, which I had used. Just not my favorite. We'll probably still play it. Like, who am I kidding? Definitely still want to try it, so. We've got a hill here now. I remember a hill being here in the past, so. Back up to 73. Should have gotten more of a running start for this hill, but that's okay. Let's get this Packer engine up there. I'm pretty sure that's what I put in. Actually getting dark enough where I'm going to want that. Actually, let me grab a screenshot. Be right back. Nah, didn't end up getting one. I was hoping to have one of, like, was there enough hill to get, like, a hill climbing? There wasn't enough hill. So, oh well, that was waste. And if I accidentally forget to edit it out of the video, well, you'll see how quickly I went in and out. Alright, let's see. We're going about 40 minutes right now, so, you know, I would assume in the next 20 minutes, we should at least be in Florida. Because if I did my math right, it should be an hour and 15 minutes in real life to make this journey, but I think they might have rescaled the map a little bit, which is fine. It just makes me have to refigure out how everything else is going to go. Just makes me have to rethink some numbers, and so I try to keep the episodes short enough where you guys aren't spending all day watching the same episode. Same as myself, because I always try to QC everything now. I try to really do some quality check. Quality control. I know what QC stands for, but checking the quality. Well, it's Fayetteville, so I assume we're going to make it to that truck stop. Let's see. 2 hours? Well, we'll see. We should. We might be very tired as we're pulling in, but we'll pull in. We still have enough gas to get down there without having to refuel, so that's great as well. You know what? I think it would be a good shot is like right here with this guy, but on a 3-lane highway and me just being in the middle with no traffic around. That might be a good shot, but kind of SOL when it comes to this. Yeah, maybe we'll try it right here. We'll find out. Be right back. I mean, maybe that came out as a good one. I don't know. It's something different. I know you're starting to yawn, dude. I'm too. I feel you. I feel you on that. Wilmington. Oh, man, I should have checked the map at the same time. Oh, well. I am trying to get it so that eventually we can only check the map when we're on truck stop. Just trying to keep that realism there. I'm trying to bring that up a little bit. Need my neck to stop hurting to actually drive a little bit better. Tell you what, I'm actually going to sit up a little bit more. Taking some pressure off my back. Sorry, you're going to hear that microphone move around just a bit. I apologize. There. Maybe that'll help a little bit. I don't usually slouch in a chair, but not getting some good posture at this point. Already heading into South Carolina. Alright, I got 2 hours to make it through the state. I think it's truck stops like right at the end of the state, so fingers are crossed. How much time do we got? Ooh, an hour and 42 minutes. Fantastic. Definitely going to be dozing a little bit here. Oh man, now I'm like anxious. That was kind of like our last spot of like, oh, we can stop here. Oh boy. Take bets down in the comments below. Do you think we're gonna make it? Before we start having those like snooze moments. And dude, this guy better stop yawning or I'm gonna start yawning. Alright, been a long day. Almost made it down the East Coast in one day. Let's get over here in that left lane. Pass you, buddy. You and your mini shipping container. Got something that's carrying just a little bit more. Alright, so I think, yeah, it was just the exit towards Columbus. Okay. So I feel like this was like halfway. If it took, you know, if it was halfway through state and we were at 45 before, that took a half an hour. We hopefully will get there like as soon as we start having those snooze things. The world should be getting dark around us shortly, so I know that's gonna happen. It's like 9:43. I also gotta play around with the graphics a little bit. I don't think they're as high as they could be. At least in cab. Yep, there we are. Yeah, I know I'm getting tired. Also, you should find a place to rest. Well, there's not a lot around here. I know, poor planning on my behalf. I should have just stopped back a handful of hours ago, but I want to get down here, damn it. I want to get my car where it needs to be. It's Orlando. Another shipping container. A lot of shipping containers tonight as we drive down the West Coast. East Coast, damn it. We're doing so much stuff on the West Coast, I'm so lost. Let's see. Yeah, you're far enough behind. Let's get back over here into the cruising lane. Also, I don't feel like I'm seeing as many cops as normal. So we could speed, but, you know, I guarantee that I've got an electronic log in this thing. Ah, that would actually be kind of cool, too. The ability to turn on and off a log of, okay, you gotta stop for a break, or this and that. Ooh. Is the car broken down? Sorry, buddy, can't stop and give you a hand. Company policy, apparently. Turn off your blinker, dude. 37 minutes. Oh, joy. It doesn't look like it flattens up ahead either, so we still got a pretty good amount of time before we're gonna get there. Back over here into the left lane. What's this? I actually don't know what that is. I've actually never seen a truck like that before. Dude, come on. You're messing up momentum. Get out of the fast lane. Really don't want to be tailgating you right now. Come on. 100% tailgating this guy. If he'd slam on his brake, there's no way I'm not going to plow through him. Friendly reminder that there's a giant truck behind him, even though my headlights should be in his complete eyes here. World's closing in on me, dude. Really like to get going back at a good speed, because you're like going 60. Trying to make as much commotion as possible, trying to get you over. Yes, I know, it's kind of files under road rage, but alright, I'm gonna get over here. I'm gonna see if I can kind of like scare him into backing off. I probably won't have to, actually. Might just barely. Not a safe way to drive, but if you get an asshole like that, eventually you're gonna snap. And I know that my guy's wicked tired, and he's ready to snap. So, that's how we're gonna play that one. Back up to 75 now. How much more time? How many seconds left? That's weird. Where did my sleep display go? Yeah. Out of time. Alright. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping it's going to be like right around this bend. I'm going to start dozing soon. Kind of cool if you could stop for like coffee or something more. I know that would kind of contradict the e-log system, but I know I'm blinding everybody. I apologize. Alright, let's pop in the map really quick. How much further? Okay, it is. We're almost there, dude. Stick in just a little bit longer. And yeah, I'm just gonna hop, just get right in and just sleep. Not even worry about gas. I myself will probably go get a drink though. It's about 2:30 here right now. I'm gonna go back around 3:15, so we have plenty of time to get there, get it taken care of, and I see rest stop lights. I wish these people could at least do the speed limit though. About a half tank of fuel. It's definitely warm down here. Oh, and it's starting to rain. Well, that'll at least cool down a little bit. I was saying we're gonna have to keep the truck on a low idle, but I don't know, maybe this rain will cool it down enough. Come on, guys. Why are we going 50 and a 70? It's only rain. Ooh, lightning as well. I don't remember lightning being in the game. Alright, are you gonna let us park with a custom trailer, or we're gonna have to do a little weird? Let's find out. Alright, it's gonna make us drop off our trailer. So, we're gonna drop it off back here. Not that I want to. right, so let's click that off. And that set, and let's get back here. Of course, we'll let Ella out, but then we're going to get some sleep. All right, well, we are up. It is like 9:30 in the morning. Gonna hop in. It's time to make the rest of our journey down to Florida. We have about 5 hours left to go, which is awesome because it's not going to take us that long. It takes about probably 15 minutes to get down there. All right, Florida, here we come. Georgia, then Florida. Nothing wrong choice. See, I wish I could have just slept right over there. That would have been nice. All right, highway bound Georgia, Florida, here we come. Should actually be heading to Georgia very shortly. I don't remember it being that much of a crossover. It might be up where those trees are. Well rested. Ella's eaten. I did not get myself a drink. I just wanted to finish this journey. So it makes sense. Let's just quickly get through it. Yeah, right up here it's going to switch over. Okay, that building just disappeared in the background. Little gap in map there. Alright, and cruise control set. Welcome to Georgia, where like all of our films are made now. Georgia's becoming very large in the filmmaking industry. Better tax cuts, etc., etc. So I think that's fantastic. Back to 3-lane highway. We continue on to Jacksonville / Miami. Let's see. So this current week, well, we just went to Rockingham. Then we should be going to New Smyrna, which is what we're going to right now. And then Richmond, I believe. Those are the last 3 races. So we will be taking almost the same exact route here in just a couple of weeks to Richmond. So I don't know when I'm going to film that or if I'm going to have time to film it. But that'll be the next K&N series transport. Something I've been thinking about and I'd love to get some feedback on. So if you want to leave me a comment down below, let me know. I'm wondering, should we do... we have 3 options when AI comes out. And I'm going to keep talking about this, and I apologize, but we can either keep with the calendar that's being done in iRacing. We can do our own and just figure out exactly where we want to go and when, which could be cool, I guess. Or we could do a hybrid. And what I mean by that, excuse me, is we could try to match as best we could with the K&N series schedule that already exists. Now I know that's virtually impossible. Ooh, wow, great detail. Look at that. That's new. I know that's almost impossible because there's a lot of tracks that they go to that are not on iRacing. I understand that. But I think it'd be kind of cool to do a hybrid of, okay, K&N series is here this week. All right, and that doesn't exist. Let's grab another track. Let's see what iRacing's doing. You know what I mean? So do a hybrid of real life and not. Or just completely stick with what iRacing has. So we can either make a custom one, try to keep with realism, or keep with what iRacing's got. So I'd love to hear some feedback on what you guys think. If we do with what iRacing already has, there'll be some repeat tracks, which is fine. They repeat all the time in the K&N series, so something to think about. I'd love some feedback. Figure out what we're going to do, planning that forward. As for the SK modified, if we do the touring, 100% just going to stick with what iRacing's got. Also, if this AI racing is as good as I think it's going to be, at least I hope it's going to be, I'd totally pay extra for it. Not like a monthly extra, but like a one-time, here's the file kind of thing. Hey, the chevron. Just thought, I'm not usually one for encouraging people to spend more money, but it's something that I want so bad that I would be okay with spending money on it. Even though I know right now it sounds like it's going to be free. I mean, at the same time, excuse me. At the same time, the files are already on our computer. We're just uploading to a server to be able to use. So to be able to just have it just on your computer, I think that'd be really neat. Might be a little bit easier to record too, because you're not having to outsource. But I don't know. There'll probably be a handful of people that do it from time to time. I'm not saying I'm going to be the only one who's going to do this season. But I think it'd be a good use of our time, my time at least. Because I love racing games, but they always used to be so unrealistic, etc. I love the iRacing experience. State line coming up. Awesome. I love the iRacing experience. I love the realism that I feel a lot. You're not going to yield, are you? Stay over there. I'll do the right thing and come over here. I think you're going faster than me anyways. But, I don't know. I just really look forward to it and just the feel. We got construction, don't we? Start slowing down. Trailers, trucks, use right lane. But we've got construction up ahead. So I'm going to slow down. I'm going to stick right here. 55 miles an hour. Welcome to Florida. Construction's already begun. You can bypass the next way station. Yay! Fantastic. That's not how I want to start our Florida journey. I know there's one more that we did when we came down to Daytona. I don't think that actually ever made it into a video, but one of the times we came down to Daytona, I got into a weird truck way station. I kind of hope we find it again. I think it's near Orlando, so off to Orlando we go. Florida was pretty detailed last I remembered, and it still looks great, so kudos to them. Gives us a depth of field to the driving that we're doing. But I also like that CSS is not cutting corners. They're not like, oh, let's just slap together a map. You know, they're looking at detail. They're looking at textures, and I can applaud them for that, so I appreciate that. It's weird. I get into these weird funks of word choice. Like, I apologize for that, or just said I can't even remember what the other one was, but appreciate. Apologize and appreciate. Those are not things that are usually in my vocabulary, but I get into like this weird groove where they just start popping up all the time. Like an instance when I was younger, and there's a lot of people like saying like you know, like that thing, like that. I was doing that, and you do it subconsciously at first, but then you remember that you are doing that, and you're just breaking up your speech pattern. Neat. I like that there's a town over here with like full roads and everything, and all kinds of stuff, but you can't access it. That's kind of cool. Another depth thing there, but it's just weird how you can get into weird little pattern sequences. Oh, we got something going on up here on the left. What's going on? Ooh. Oh, another 2-car accident. Hopefully everybody's okay. Definitely feel like I'm in Florida now because of the concrete highways. Pretty sure they're made of concrete. They're white, at least. They're like this. It's whitish gray, and they feel like concrete. So at least it feels like we're in Florida. Still heading down towards Miami. Obviously, Orlando's along the way. Now that's a place I want to go. I want them to have Port Canaveral in the game. I would deliver things there constantly. For those of you who don't know, that's where Disney Cruise Line, that's where their home terminal is. Cruising, there's actually a handful of ships that are using Port Canaveral now because Miami's so expensive. As well as Fort Lauderdale, so it's like kind of in between. It's also the closest to Orlando. So I would 100% be doing truckloads down to the harbor. Oh, skid mark, that's new. I mean, look at that. That's so cool. Power line's way in the back. Back on your side of the road, dummy. Oh, we got a bus broken down. I'll make sure we give them plenty of room. That hasn't changed. Ah, darn, I was hoping for a couple more random road events before we got down here. I mean, there's still time, but not a lot. Palm Coast. So yeah, we're just going to be staging in Orlando, and the truck will get over to New Smyrna once we're getting ready. These bushes need to be trimmed back. Holy crap. Literally get out of the lane not to be bushwhacked. Okay. Let's see. Palm Coast is there. Florida plate looked really good on the F-150 back there. Still on 95, mind you. For those of you who don't know, the East Coast roads or United States roads, sorry, got confused with my words here. 95 goes pretty much all the way down the coastline, and we've just proved that. We've gone from New Hampshire, which is all the way... What? See, dude. Well, that was awesome. For those of you who happen to be looking away, there's a plane that just took off. Man, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so 95 goes all the way down the coast. And we've gone from New Hampshire, and we're almost in Orlando. We could actually probably make it almost all the way down to the Keys. I know down at the Keys it turns into 1. Hardee's Jr. I kind of like what they've done with this Florida map. They definitely make it feel like Florida, using a lot of the California stuff, but they're populating all around. I just realized I'm not in the right lane, so I'm gonna try to get over. Sorry, I'm that asshole. GPS didn't really warn me ahead of time. But they populated around the road, and I know it's stuff that we don't have access to, but it still makes you feel like you're in real life. Makes you forget for even a split second that you're in a simulator. Man, I wish that mirror was tilted out a little more. I don't need to see the side of my truck. Alright, let's get back up. Oh yeah, Springfield at Universal Studios. That's also my favorite part about driving down to Florida. Down here in the game, they have a whole bunch of Universal Studios billboards in here through all the mods and everything, and I love them for it so much because I love Universal Studios. Like literally, I love it so much I almost work there. So just bravo with what they've done, and bravo what they've done with Florida. I feel like this has definitely gotten more attention than others, which I'm not overly sad about. This Universal Studios, boom, right there. So good. Geico, billboards everywhere, definitely feels like Florida. Cruise control's back up. We're almost there. We're like 19 minutes away from Orlando. Oh, cop doing radar. Oh, I'm going faster than I should. At least he didn't grab us. Here, and tuck back in. Alright, we're gonna get over here. Oop, guess we're not. It's gonna get over into that next lane to get off the next exit, but apparently not. So here we are in Orlando. A lot more traffic than what you're seeing in game. This is the Orlando logistics area, so there might be a little bit less, but New Smyrna's out that way, by the way. Thanks for giving me all the room, guys. Definitely missing everything else. There's so many more, like stores, shops, nails, this, that, everywhere. All Oh, I guess we're pulling into this Walmart up here. Wasn't sure where I had us storing our rig until we get to New Smyrna. Come on, I'm waiting for you, dude. Oh my god, all this traffic, I should have just gone. You gonna let me go? Last time somebody did that, I got crashed into. Just wanna make sure we're gonna fit in, and then we're gonna just park right here in front. Let's find out. Nope. Oh, okay, you're gonna make us take that turn. Of course you are. Oh. While I'm here, just you guys working with me on that. I'm gonna tap that, aren't I? Slowly. There we go. Okay, let's peek out our window. Just want to make sure we're not going to hit those pillars there. Getting kind of close. There we go. Okay, we're at that kind of pivot point around it. Right against the fence line. And probably right about here we can turn it and straighten it. But I just pull up a little bit more. All right, let's climb on out. Let's drop her down. Whew, wow, that was a long one, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's 1,285 miles. Took 29 hours, 12 minutes, 193.8 gallons of fuel. That's a lot. And we got a boatload of money for it. That also took us about an hour and 10 minutes. So I was right with being around an hour and 15, but man, am I tired from just this super, super long haul. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw, we do live stream on Twitch at PadfootTD. You're watching this on YouTube at PadfootTD Space Games. If you want to follow us on Instagram and see our really cute pups and see Ella's recovery over the next couple weeks, it's PadfootTD Games, all one word. All those links are actually down in the description down below. We'd love to see you guys out there. Let us know down in the comments below what you think, though. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I always like to get feedback from you all. It really does help us out. If you really do like what you see, a follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube is always appreciated because it keeps us just motivated to continue making videos for you all, and it's what I love to do. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!